Hey, Benefit fam, let's talk about lazy glutes today, about runners having a hard time turning on their glutes. Because if that's you, if you've even thought that thought before, let's talk about it. I have a pop quiz for you. Have you ever had one of these injuries I'm going to list? Achilles tendonitis, IT band issues, tight hip flexors, not technically an injury, but still annoying, shin splints, and lastly, runner's knee. Do you know what all those have in common? It's not just speed work or doing a bunch of hill work. It's actually having a difficult time turning on your glutes, activating them, and keeping them strong. The flip side to this conversation is a lot of health professionals or personal trainers, I'm even going to say it, PTs, physical therapists. A lot of times we see a runner and we automatically assume, oh, wow, your glutes must be weak. I don't know how this started and I don't know why it persists because if we look at it, runner, this is just for you. If you are doing any kind of speed work or hill work, I promise your glutes are turned on and activated. However, the trick is the volume turned up all the way? Okay. And with all those injuries I listed, runner's knee, Achilles tendonitis, IT band issues, shin splints, it's more about is that muscle turned on all the way up to 10? So what I want to do today is I want to show you some exercises that you can use right now, today, put them into your strength routine and use them as a way to ensure that your glutes are strong, that they're activated, you can fix this lazy butt syndrome you might have going on. And more importantly, I want to change how you think strength training should look like as a runner because I've got some special tips and tricks for you. And by the way, I vetoed the chair because I kept popping in the other videos and it was driving me nuts in the audio. So I couldn't imagine how annoying it was for you guys. So let's move on because I'm going to show you some stuff. You're going to have to forgive me for the angle change here. I promise this is a much better way to demonstrate what I'm trying to show you. I want to show you how exercising in positions that look like running can help you running. But first, you need to see the movement of running in a different way. Well, it looks like I'm running, right? What you need to know, this is a push. This is a pull. It's kind of like you're saying, stop, this is a push. Or if you're waving to someone, hey, come over here, this is a pull. Same thing when you're running. Push, pull, and when you switch, push, pull. Now, did you see what happened with my legs every time I go to take my next stride? What you're seeing is a pattern that repeats itself with every step you take. With this push arm, and naturally comes contralateral hip flexion, which is a fancy way of saying the opposite leg comes forward. Okay? Now, if we switch, remember the pull arm, now you can see something similar is happening. The opposite glute, the opposite leg, is trailing behind, and that always accompanies the pull arm when we're talking about running. Why this matters? Because when you strength train in positions that mimic this motion, you are building strength in a way that reminds your body what to do with the strength when you get into the activity that you're going to be doing, like running, okay? So it makes sense that I would do different strength training exercises in the position that I'm later going to need it in. If we're going to get real fancy and scientific, this is called specificity. Specificity is something we strive to do in the physical therapy world whenever we're working with a patient, and especially when I'm working with a runner. So it's with that exact fancy PT term that I design all my running exercises. I make them specific to your needs as a runner, and then I individualize them to what you specifically need. Let me stop talking. Let me show you some exercises. Take a medium heavy weight. Don't drop it on your foot. That hurts. You're going to get into your running position, okay? Remember, this leg is forward. This other leg is long and back. You take this and you do a halo. You've probably seen this before. Weight comes roughly in front of your nose. Bicep grazes your ear. Weight's going to be back behind your skull. And repeat. And don't forget to do it on the other side. What you're seeing is this motion becomes a push and a pull. This is a push. This is a pull. And this push and pull is happening, but just closer to my head. Now, an exercise you're probably more familiar with is an RDL, single leg deadlift, whatever you want to call it, all right? Weight is in my opposite hand on purpose. coming down, coming back up. Can you see how this can look like running? Now, obviously, we took some liberties here, but as a runner, you need to have rock solid single leg balance and strength, and the RDL does both. So hopefully just these two exercises have helped you to reframe and retrain your brain to see this beginning pattern of running and how this can really influence your strength exercises. If you're looking for more, I have an entire free strength running guide for runners that you're going to want to grab. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below because you're not going to want to miss it. So go grab that copy. It has these exercises and more in it, including what kind of weight to use, how many reps to do, how many days a week to do, all the things. All the things are in the strength guide. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name is Dr. Marie Witt. I am Dr. Whitbit on Instagram, and welcome to the Running Fit Fam. I would love if you subscribed so we can hang out more often and we can talk more about running and strength training for runners and all the things. So I can't wait to see you in my next video. Dare to train differently.